defeated. All the powers to be know that soon they will be defeated. Soon the cries of the people shall be heard. Soon the third world will be the first in line to know that their sacrifice, their deaths, meant something to this world. Defeated is the notion that those who know not the name of God shall perish, because that argument does not stand before me. Defeated is that thought. Defeated is that myth in the church that if you know not the name of God, you should perish, because those in the third world country may not worship Jesus, for they know not bread or water. So how do you expect them to know God? For the lives of the youth that have been taken all across this country, all across this world, shall be in line before us. And if we were true to who we are, those of us who have done well on the earth should not be looking for mansions or crowns from God. Just being accepted into heaven should be enough. For those who have went without upon this earth deserve to be first in line. If you do not have the compassion or the empathy to feel as though you should give up your spot, you haven't really been saved yet. He said those who are willing to lose their life shall gain their life. But those who try to keep their life shall lose their life. So we go blindly into the darkness, the long night of suffering, because it has not come yet. It's coming. The time when we know for sure that we must be each other's keepers, that we must be the beacon, the lighthouse in the dark, the light upon the hill, the voice where there are the voiceless. We must defeat the notion that Christians do not fight for the commandments of God, that we're not willing to risk our lives for our beliefs, our morals. They said we're no longer fighters, no longer leaders in the cause of a free world. No longer testimonies come from us of the greatness of God. But defeated is that notion that the next generation will not raise our voices and speak. We say, Satan, we are coming to tear your kingdom down. We say that we are on our way to destroy sorrows forever. That we have come to heal the sick, give sight to the blind, and raise the dead. But we were taught in our churches, we were taught in our families, we were taught in our society that God was the highest, that everything before him was defeated, that he was the Alpha, the Omega, and still is. We were taught that his son came to give his life to prove that a man can be pure, that a man can hold on to the laws that have been given to us, that we do not have to stray the path, that there is no excuse for our greediness, no excuse for our sins, other than we choose to. Oh, he told the disciples that those who would turn away, wipe the dust from their feet, and continue moving. Defeat the notion that we give up. Defeat the notion that we have not received the great calling of our Father. This generation has heard that we must speak, that we must lead, that we must lead the world in a change that will last for eons. That we shall pray the angels down from heaven. That at the end of this, they shall kneel before man, before us, for they will realize that we have loved God since our inception. That some of us have held on to the teachings of old. Some of us still walk the path that our forefathers walked. Some of us are trying to forge a future that is greater than our past. Some of us have come from worlds and realms beyond this. Some of us have felt the sting of pain and strife. Some of us have gotten so tired of crying that we found our way in the arms of our faith. Some of us believe that our faith protects us from the world itself, that our faith feeds us and clothes us, that our faith nurtures our soul. Defeated is the notion that we have no fire in our bellies. Defeated is the notion that we will not speak the truth. Defeated is the notion that because we don't go to church, our generation is not believers. Defeated is the notion that we don't pick up the Bible. Defeated is the notion that we have not traveled our share of the battle lines. We are front line and center at an evolving world as so much changes. We, the youth, the young generation, have to deal with the consequences of your actions or your inactions. We have to bear the brunt of the storms that you have created. And we say to you that we will bring you peace, that we will defeat what our forefathers could not defeat. We will find what our forefathers could not find, the promised land. That we will dwell in a land together. That we will no longer be divided by race. That we will no longer be divided by lines. That we will no longer be divided by religion. That we will no longer be divided by ideology. That we will find our compass. We are one people, one mind, one heart, one soul. The power of God lays in us. The temple of God is within us. For Jesus said he had come to rip the temple open so that he can reunite man with God. He said that he did not come to bring peace, but sow discord between father and son, between mother and daughter, between brother and sister. And if we look around us, it has happened. 2,000 years of us marching in a direction away from God, believing that we know the way. Our destiny lies in the direction of the Father, returning back to listening to nature, returning back to building strong families, returning back to fathers nurturing their sons and their daughters, returning back to the institution of marriage, returning back to the mile markers. For it was in the Old Testament, it said, do not remove the mile markers of the ancient ones. It said, do not encroach on the valley of the fatherless or the motherless. For the children of destiny is among us. Angels are among us. For we both share in common right now that we have the enemy to defeat. That is those who doubt us. those who have called us the outcast of society because we do not believe in their beliefs. We ain't worried about what the outside look like, but what the inside look like. We're so busy trying to do the Lord's work that we got sweat on our brows, that our robes have become filthy. But it's all right, because when the King comes, when the day of revelation comes, oh, there will be a white robe waiting on us. Oh, we will be bathed in the water of life. We shall be written in the book of life. For we shall be on the right hand of God. Remember that we are striving to become righteous in a world of sin. That we are trying to be the people of the calling. That fate has not decided yet on where we belong and how our story is going to end. But we know deep in our hearts that destiny is forged by the hands of those who live it. Those who must walk the path to destiny. We shall thirst and we shall hunger in this life. We shall be abused. We shall fall. We shall be burdened. But we shall make it. We shall overcome. We shall be brave and have courage to defeat the night, to see the dawn, to lead and not follow. We should defeat the enemy. The enemy is already defeated if we believe. It's time for our generation to speak to the older generation and say it's okay. The burden that you've been carrying, it's okay. That we have to finish this, what was started so long ago. We're talking about what Adam messed up. We're talking about what Eve messed up. We're talking about what Cain and Abel messed up. We're talking about what Moses messed up. We're talking about what the Israelites messed up. We're talking about the nations of the world right now where they're messing up. We're talking about the greed of the world, defeating the notion that money rules the world. Returning back to the elements of old. Wisdom and love and peace and harmony. Returning back to what Jesus said on the mountaintop when the devil tempted him. He said that man cannot live off of bread alone. Thou shalt not tempt God. Oh, our day in the light has come. Our day before the masses of the great, old, and wise has come. Our day before the fools and the ignorant of the land has come. The day of the prophets of new shall rise. And where will you be standing? Will you be standing with the children of earth? Will you be standing with the spirits of those who are less fortunate? Will you be standing with the weak? Will you be standing with the blind? Will you be standing with the poor in heart? Will you defeat this last enemy? Will you defeat this last hurdle? That is the question. I come to you now and say that it's time to defeat the boogeyman. It's time to defeat the enemy. It's time to defeat the darkness with light. It's time to defeat the enemy. It's time to defeat the demons. It's time to defeat the spirits that are keeping us from rising higher. Defeated. Victory is now.